Okay, so first off, sorry for not making a video in about a month, but I should provide a recap to the 5 a.m. challenge that I did my last video about. For the next week, I'm gonna wake up 15 minutes before the sunrise. So that was interesting. I wound up waking up at 5 a.m. about 4 of the 7 days, except 2 of those 4 days, I just stayed at home and didn't even leave the house. So I'll spare you some of the clips of me super exhaustedly complaining into my GoPro, and instead I'll just show you some clips of the early mornings and some clips of me and Max biking while I kind of tell you what happened and how I felt the week went. So there were 3 things in particular that made the challenge difficult. So the first thing was that I picked the wrong week to try the challenge. There were no mornings of all the 7 days that had clear skies, and that meant no fancy sunrises, which made it a lot harder for me to convince myself to crawl out of bed at 5 a.m. The second problem was that I tried this challenge on one of the longest weeks of the year, so people, like, honestly, you don't need 16 hours of sunlight, and it just became overkill, and, like, I really wanted some dark, but literally, like, I would only be sleeping when it was dark, and even then, like, it'd stay light out. Even if the sun was down, it'd stay light out until like 10 or 10:15. So like trying to fall asleep at 9 when it's still light out was like pretty tough. And then the third problem, which definitely could have been avoided, was napping. Napping was the bane of the 5 a.m. challenge. Like I remember like the third day, I woke up at 4:30, went and biked up Knox for the sunrise, and then when I came down, Max was like, "Hey, you want to go up Knox again?" I was like, had a ton of energy because I was so stoked. I got up at 4:30. Like, it wasn't a perfect sunrise, but like, you know, it's still really nice being up there alone. And then I did 2 more laps with Max and Knox, and then I was so tired that by the time I got back, like, I fell asleep from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And that basically screwed the whole thing up. But it's something, either way, it's something I'm interested in doing again in the future. Like, you know, someday in September and October, when the days are a bit shorter, you know, I'd be keen to try this again, waking up from the sunrise to the sunset. My favorite part of the whole experience was definitely the way that before 7 a.m., when you come across someone, like someone running or jogging or walking, they always greet you with morning or good morning instead of, you know, hello or how's it going, which is super cool, I think. Kind of feel part of like an exclusive club. But anyway, the rest of this video is going to be about our trip to Vancouver. Cute. 1. And everything's here. Alrighty, big guy, what are we up to?
A little road trip.
A little road trip. Max, are you sponsored by North Face?
I wish.
Max, that just tripped me out so much. I'm like, why is that truck driving backwards?
Taking just be. Don't take it. Taking just don't be. And live my life. Don't take it.
So we're in Vancouver. It is rainy, because that's what it does in Vancouver. It rains. And we're gonna try and wait out the rain and then go bike around Stanley Park. Hey Max.
Hello.
That's pretty. It's just the best gas station I've ever seen.
God, it's like a 1 in 5 chance.
Take it. Problems getting it up. We're not social distancing anymore, buddy. Stay back. That was a back.